Disclaimer. The following video is a non-profit fan-made animatic based on the original story by former marketing director of Sega of America, Al Nilsen, as recounted in the novel Console Wars by Blake J. Harris. While this production aims to be as faithful to the original as possible, some dialogue has been added to flesh out the story for this medium of storytelling. This video is for commentary and educational purposes, making all footage and audio fair use according to Section 107 of United States copyright law. Sonic the Hedgehog is owned by Sega. Please support the official release if you can.
There are many stories about Sonic the Hedgehog and the exploits of his friends. As time goes on, more and more stories are told and retold, adding on to the ever-growing mountain of adventures. But as this mountain grows, contradictions within the myth become easier to be pointed out. This is fine, as long as the intent and spirit of the parable remains intact from teller to teller. However, if one had the chance to hear the original telling of an iconic origin, would they not take the time to listen? While the following story of Sonic's friendship with his two-tailed companion is not the only one of its kind, this one is the first. This is the story of Miles Monotail. Miles was your average 4-year-old fox. He loved to play with his friends, but his friends weren't really his friends. Whenever they saw Miles, they laughed and made fun of him.
Aw, great! Here comes that freak show fox!
Why? Well, Miles wasn't like all of the other foxes. Miles Monotail had 2 tails. And as kids tend to do when someone is different, they made fun of him.
Hey guys! I was walking around Emerald Hill and I found this ball. It's even got its air still in it. Want to play kickball or foursquare or something?
Oh, not bad! Let me see it. I know a game we can play.
Oh, really? What game did you have in mind?
Dodgeball!
It didn't help that when Miles sometimes tripped over his second tail and went rolling down the hill, coordination was not one of Miles's virtues.
What a loser. What makes you think you can hang with us? You can barely walk.
You're nothing but a two-tailed twipe.
Here's an idea. Tie one of your tails to a tree and start sprinting. It should come right off. If you can't do that, then get lost, freak!
Because of the rough time that his friends gave him, Miles became very depressed.
Why are you guys so mean?
One day, he was walking along with his head hanging down when a blur and a whoosh crossed his path. There's only one person that could be moving that fast, and that is Sonic the Hedgehog. Miles thought Sonic was the greatest person in the world. Miles wished that he could be as cool and coordinated as Sonic was. And most of all, he wanted to meet Sonic. This was his big chance. Miles took a deep, deep breath at the top of his lungs and yelled out,
Sonic!
The blur that was Sonic turned around and stopped right in front of Miles.
You called?
Oh, Sonic, you're my hero!
Exclaimed Miles as he ran around and around Sonic. Well, you can guess what happens next. Miles tripped over his own second tail and fell down. Tears came to his eyes.
Hey, cheer up, little fellow. What's the matter?
Sonic, I want to be just like you, but I'm a freak. I've got 2 tails.
Sonic leaned over to Miles and said kindly,
You're no freak. You're more special than anyone because you have something that everyone else doesn't have. And you can do things that they can't. If anything, your friends should be jealous of you.
But I can't do anything special.
cried Miles.
Oh, yes, you can. I'll show you. You're about to enter Sonic's Special Training Camp.
Miles couldn't be happier. His hero took him under his wing and started teaching Miles how to use his 2 tails to his advantage. He showed Miles how to curl his tails up under his body so that he was like a very aerodynamic ball and could do Sonic's famous supersonic spin. Sonic then taught Miles how to use his 2 tails as a helicopter rotor so that Miles could fly around. Even Sonic couldn't do that. Needless to say, Miles was ecstatic. He was special, and when his friends saw what Miles could do and what they couldn't do, they became very jealous. But also, every single one of them wanted to become Miles' best friend.
Up there! Isn't that Miles? I didn't know he could fly.
Miles isn't so mild anymore. Who knew he was so cool?
Hey Miles, I've always thought you were one frosty fox. You want to play some, volleyball with us? You could be on my team.
Thanks, but no thanks. I've got a new friend now, and unlike you guys, he knew I was cool before I could fly. So see ya never!
Miles had a new best friend, someone who believed in him, someone who was his hero, and that friend was Sonic. Sonic was happy that he could help his buddy gain new confidence and new abilities.
See, Miles, you are special because you have two tails. And because of that, I'm going to give you a very special nickname. From now on, I'm going to call you Tails, because you should always be reminded that you are special because you have two tails.
So, from that day forward, Miles Monotail became known as Tails.